habits. Like, how do you know when the right time? How do you know exactly the right time to say something, the right time to bring up something? Like you could be talking to someone, it's going all rosy and jelly, and in your mind you're thinking, okay, it's perfect, it's right now, and then you bring it up and it might sound really awkward. It's crazy. I think about this stuff and I'm like, how am I sure it's cost effective? How am I certain that this is the right time for me to bring this up? Because the right time matters, right? Everything could go so jelly and then you just set in a particular question and everything crumbles to the floor. It's all our first time here on Earth, so keep in mind the yays, lovers, and glasses of wine. These are the things that should never be counted. Hey you! I'm your host, Viva, a girl who's stuck with fiction and fantasies. Welcome. This is You Could Pod, where there's only possibilities of anything you could actually reckon. You ain't got to do nothing, okay? Just chill, click on, listen on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. So, hey there, and welcome to another episode of You Could Pod with Viva, which is moi. Okay, on this episode, I am grinding a little and I am in the thought process. That thought process that I go through almost every time, not every time like every day in my life, but the most higher portions of the time, which I dedicate to thinking and social life and interaction and acquaintances and literally almost anything at all, which I feel is important. So on this epi, I am going to be focusing on the 5 questions, just five out of the numerous, countless, numberless questions that could be there for me or for you or for literally every other human being on earth. So the topic of this epi is 5 questions I ruminate over. Okay? So to kick it off, the first question is, when is the right time for every action? Do you get it? When is the right time for every action? In the sense, when is the right time to bring up a particular topic? When is the right time to say something? When is the right time to do something? When is the right time to, to get involved in something? So I'm going to elaborate by, say for an instance, you are having this awesome conversation or interaction with someone or group of persons, and somehow there's this elephant in the room. There's this stuff you're supposed to have talked about, you're supposed to have brought up, or just somehow is what you particularly have engaged in and you would want them to know. But then you're in this talk and everybody is, all cheerful and nice and laughing and jolly. But you have to bring this up, okay? You have to actually talk about it because, it can't be left unsaid. And it's somehow, you feel like it's on you. If you don't get to talk about it, if you don't say it, if it doesn't come up at all, in the future, in the nearest future, you might be looked upon, okay? So you are somehow thinking, you're pondering, you're trying to consider, okay, when is the right time? When is the right time? You guys are probably indulged in some social life or some work or business life, but you are just looking for the particular time when it won't be too awkward or too weird or too embarrassing or too, you don't know. And what if I bring it up and then it changes the whole mood and changes the whole scene? When is the right time for a particular action? When is the right time to bring up this question? When is the right time to bring up that particular involvement? this is a question that goes through my head, because me personally, I feel like one thing in my case is I don't know. I have a little step. I have a little failure of when is the proper time to bring up a talk. I mean, I try so much to time it. I try so much to act like, okay, maybe this is the right time. Maybe if I brought it up now, maybe we'll just laugh about it and then everybody will go chill. But the thing is, I forget that I'm the one who always laughs in the group about an awkward situation, an awkward scenario, or an encounter. So if, for instance, someone brings it up and I'm in the group, I'll probably be the one to, settle it down and then laugh and everybody will just get it. But then now it falls into my lap to be the one to bring up this particular sensible and sensitive conversation or topic or something that needs to be heard by this person or this group of persons. I get very fidgety, I don't know. And every time, somehow, it freaks me out. I freak out a lot. It's true, because I have to reminisce and go back to times that I have tried to bring up a particular talk. I've tried to ask the question that I feel, okay, maybe we are so happy. This is so nice. Let me just talk about it. And immediately I state out the question or I state out the statement. Everyone is like, what the F? It's always awkward. I have always... Not always, but sometimes I can remember, I can count it in my head right now. I am just like, it's so in my brain right now. I can just remember how all the times that I have been in such situations, those awkward, riveting times that has made me either left embarrassed or just like, wow, does this always have to happen to me? Why do I have to be in this position? And sometimes, I don't know, but I feel like I am not the only person. I can't be the only person on the shoe, right? I mean, I can't be the only person on this boat of finding the right time to ask a question. I feel like, okay, in other aspects where it's not conversational, maybe about work or just social life, I don't know. I feel like maybe people in a relationship, maybe there is something that has happened. My imagination right now, I just feel like, when would you know? How would you know when is the right time to tell maybe your partner the particular thing you did? I mean, I'm thinking, am I actually even going to have to say it if I feel it's so awkward? Because then, probably then it will have to depend on the kind of person you're with, right? I mean, I'm guessing that it will have to depend on the kind of partner the person is with. If it's a cool guy or cool girl or someone who's just going to be like, okay, this is what happens. Because I feel like, I mean, you never know. They might just freak out and be like, what? Did you just do that? Okay, this is not my imaginations. I think I've actually years and decades ago. I think it has sort of happened to me. And I said the waka-doodle thing. I said this stuff. I don't even know why I said it. I mean, that is just the plain truth. I don't know why I had to say this stuff. But I just felt like this person already knew. In my head, I'm like, okay, come on. There's no way this person doesn't know about this stuff. When something just occurs, something happens, and and you believe, actually, you don't know, but you believe that this person, this guy and this guy, they are very close. There's no way they're going to keep this particular stuff to themselves. I mean, there's no way they're not going to let it out. Maybe on a drunk day or on a social night or whatsoever. Somehow they're going to say it, okay? So I just lipped it out and bam! there I went, crashing down the coast. Oh my God, it was an eruptive destruction. I fell into the hole. And then I realized that not only did this person not know about it, it was actually fresh. It was something they did not even imagine could actually happen. And then I am left thinking in my head, what sort of relationship do you guys have that you would think this is super red, or you would think that this is not happening at all? What? Exactly, like, I was shot. I shot myself in the leg. You know what an own goal, right? In football, like when the player makes a mistake and maybe he's trying to just get it out, defend the ball, and then bam, it enters the freaking goalpost. It was an own goal. I shot myself in the leg intentionally. It was not intentionally, but actually at the end of the fight, it was intentional, because as if I knew, but I was thinking that I did not know. You see? So this particular question, it just stays in my head. It just stays. It's something I always try to ask myself at each and every particular time when I get involved with a person or people, and it's about work, or it's about something that has to be done, or it's about a job, or it's about maybe a little contract or something. I do just feel like, oh my God, is this the right time to say this? Should I tell this person that, yes, this is it? Okay, sir or ma, did you know that this is this? Did you know that this works out with this? It's just crazy. It's a question that's always there. For me, it's always there. I ponder and I think about it, and I'm like, wow, when is the right time for every or each action? When is the right time for me to say something? When is the right time for me to bring up stuff? When is the right time to say something? It's just like, okay, humor me, okay? It's just like, say, people in a relationship, okay, I guess maybe, and then let's say comes a time when the person is probably going to have to try to kind of like, say, propose to their partner, and then I don't think, does it ever come to a particular awkward time? I don't know if engagements ever get awkward. I feel like it's something, maybe it does, maybe it's something that they already know. Yeah, of course. I mean, it has to be that way. I'm thinking about it right now. I mean, it has to be the way, it has to be that far for sure, for real, right? I mean, it has to be that they maybe somehow multiple times they've talked about it, and then they had to say it, right? I mean, I'm guessing, because if it was just out of the blue, oh my God, that would be super awkward, right? Imagine, I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise. I mean, it would still be, okay, I don't know, my head is just all over the place right now, but I'm just trying to put a face to it, okay? Let's say this persons are together, and out of the blue, right? Out of the blue, nobody knows the stuff, and then this person just asks this question, and maybe the cringes of it all would be the public proposal. Oh my God, okay. Okay, I don't know, but definitely this is a question. It's always there. It always stays in my head. It's always there for me in my head, because I have to get involved with people. So I don't know, when I have to ask a particular question or bring up a particular topic. Okay, is this okay for me to do this? Is this the right time to do that? Or maybe this is about to come up, or I had this or I had that and all that. Because sometimes, I don't know, it might look like not just speculation, it might look and sound like gossip, right? I'm guessing. So this is one of the 5 questions that always lingers in my head, literally every time I have to deal with a particular thing. when is the right time for every action? When is the right time to bring up a particular then? Boom. Okay. And then on to the next question. Who are the people to listen to? Who are the people to listen to? Now, I feel like this is widespread. I feel like this is a groupie in different cases, or I feel like this is like so exaggerative, or maybe not so much. I feel like this is different in different cases and different scenarios. Like who are the people you listen to? Who are the people you listen to when it comes to family? Who are the people you listen to when it comes to business? Who are the people you listen to when it comes to social life? Who are the people you listen to when it comes to intimate relationships? Who are the people? I think it's different. And I feel like now 2023, and in this particular generation, literally almost all of us, me inclusive and every other person, the people we usually listen to, the people who feel our trendsetters and people we take as our motivators and our mentors and all that, are usually people from social media. Yeah, I mean, I know how many times I've listened to some person or some qualified whosoever on TikTok or whatsoever, and I have tried to apply that in my life. Well, I'm not gonna say it has always flopped, but sometimes it was just not it. I mean, what am I thinking about? How could I even apply? Because then this person is probably living in a different geographical location from you, right? Let's say I'm on TikTok, and most times on my TikTok, FYP, my TikTok For You page is literally more, white faces and all that. That I don't listen to people who are colored like me and all that, but they're literally more white faces. And then I have to, you have to come towards that fact. There's the right persons to listen to. But even though they are the same people in the same geographical location with you, and then if you actually have to listen to someone who you think maybe is an icon or a star or a model or a mentor, then you have to imagine if you have had the same life they have had. This is just me thinking, okay? I have to think about the fact that have I had the same life? Did these people actually get the same environment? Because it might seem so similar. You say, okay, we are all Nigerians, okay? We are all Africans, okay? We've all had this sort of like lifestyle and all that. Because there's one time I was talking with someone, and then he said, realities are different for different persons. He made a particular example. He said, do you think your reality is the same with, for instance, a single mom who just got married, a young girl, who just got married, and after her second baby or so, loses the husband, and she has to cater for herself and her 2 kids. Do you think your reality is the same thing with theirs? I mean, would you actually judge this person if this person took up or got involved in a particular lifestyle? And I got to think of that, and I'm like, yes, it's true. It's different for different persons, right? I mean, our realities are different. So who are the people we're listening to? Who are the persons who are motivating you or motivating me? Because, I mean, literally, it's just it. It's definitively, it is what it is. I mean, you're not sure that you've had the same lifestyle, you're not sure that you've had the same background, or that you actually do have the same realities with these people you listen to, with these influencers you listen to, with these mentors and motivators and religious people that you listen to, because different realities, different people, okay? It's different for Mr. A and it's different for Mr. B. And sometimes I think about this stuff. I'm like, who is the person I have to listen to at this time? If I have to get or let's say a business advice or what to do with the particular money that I have, who is the best person I have to listen to? Do I have to listen to that person who's going to tell me, oh, do that? That is exactly what you should do, Viva. Am I going to actually go that way because that is what is more certain or more proportional to win? Would it actually be the same? Would it be my reality? Would it be something I would do? Or am I just listening and taking part in this just because I feel this person fits in my reality? Because most people would say, okay, start up your own business, okay, which is wonderful. And this is me raising my hands to all entrepreneurs and people who are in business. That is, it's not even a little thing. It's not okay. Kudos, holla, and wonderful. May God bless you guys and more grace to your elbow. I wish you guys all the best. But then you have to listen to someone who says, okay, maybe you start up a business or you do this stuff or you do this stuff. And then are you actually supposed to do that? Does that fit into your reality? Does that fit into your lifestyle? Is that something that would work for you? I mean, the fact that it worked for 50 million people, or the fact that it works for a whole large trend of people, doesn't mean it fits in for you. Who are the people you listen to? Not just to choose a particular course of action in life and profits and what to attain or business. Who are the people you listen to when maybe it's about a relationship or it's about spiritual? You know, if it's a spiritual lifestyle or a spiritual venture to move on to. Because who knows? Who knows actually if people are not just making up stories? Because I have actually had someone make up this fantastic story. It fits. It's 100% fitted into this narrative. And I thought it was real and I did it. And finally I found out that, oh my, it's not real. It's not cool. This is not what happened. But this seemed like what I wanted to hear at that point because I was so, get go, give me something. I wasn't willing to wait. I just needed to get something. I just needed to hear something that was going to push me there. I just wanted to put in something and I feel like you have to give it to me. I wasn't even thinking about the fact that, okay, this person is going to be the right person to do it for me right now. I just felt like, okay, you are the closest, you are the nearest. You are the person I have been thinking of when I first got this, so you should give me something. And the person did give me something, yeah, but which is not his or her fault, but it just went awry, okay? It just crumbled down. So who are the persons you listen to? Who are the people who motivate you spiritually, socially, otherwise, motivate you physically, the people who tell you what to burn out, what to eat, how to carry yourself, the ego, and how to actually exercise your mind and body and soul and spirit. Who are the best persons to listen to? That is the second question. And another question that I always come in contact with myself, and I feel like most persons will too also. And then on to the next one. Okay, before I feel like, okay, this particular question, this particular line of questioning, this particular question, okay, is like me literally I have to think about it each time I have to do anything. The question is, here goes. Before a call, do you rehearse what to say? okay? Before you make a call, before you put a call across, okay? Before you call someone or dial someone, do you rehearse what to say? Let's say this is formal or informal. Do you somehow feel like, okay, is this gonna go well? Is this gonna work? Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Okay, I want to call. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to paint a picture, right? Okay, I'm trying to call. Okay, cool. I have to breathe and then think and then ponder. And I say, okay, how do I start off? Do I start off by asking about how the family, how are you doing? What tone do I go with? Do I go with a higher pitch or lower pitch? I mean, do I sound very motivated, or do I sound like, I need this so bad? I mean, am I sounding so energetic, or am I sounding like, okay, I'm sober and come knocking, come helping me right now? It's always something I do. I do this. I literally do this almost all the time. I do this even when it's not necessary. I do this even when I'm just trying to communicate with my friends. Like, I don't know, I always have to do this. I'm so freaking cautious. My anxiety is so much. If, like, you're just supposed to pick up the call, pick up the phone and just say it, and then whoopsie do whatever comes in, right? But somehow for me, I'm left in a shell. I have to rehearse it. I have to think about it. I have to be like, okay, I want to call my girl. Hey, girl, what you doing? And then I always have to think of the fact that, okay, what if I call this person with this high energy and maybe they're just getting up from sleep, okay? What if I call this person with this high tone and high pitch and maybe they're not just having such a good day, or maybe they're just so tired, or maybe, okay, it's not that day, okay, you're not motivating me so much. But then, who are the people? How do you know? Do you get to a particular point? Do you get to any ridge or bridge that you now think and you now decide, okay, I know this guy. This is like my buddy, okay? I can just pick up the phone and call this person and I am going to respect that phone time. I am the person I believe that I am the person that if you call me every time, yeah, I am good to go, girl. But then I always have to think of the fact that maybe it may not work for me that way. And the truth is, I have never called anyone who maybe gave me that kind of like notion or something. I have not, actually. Is either maybe the call wasn't even taken, maybe I dialed and there was no receiver at the end at all, or maybe they called back, or maybe I didn't even end up calling. I've not actually had such experiences when it was down, but every time I do, I think about it. Before a call, do I have to rehearse what to say? And why do I have to do that? I think my why is because I don't know what is going on with them. And I'm always thinking about, what they could be going on with, what could be what could be going on with them, what state of mind they're in, what's their emotional, their mindset at the time that I'm trying to call them and hype them and all that. I have to think about that. Although, yes, of course, I have a quite number and handful of persons that are, oh my God, they are the best. Like, every time I call them, I am for sure 120% that they are going to give me that vibe, they're just going to hit it. I mean, I could just start with a sarcastic comment, or I could just start with a yab, or I could just start with something that is so not even channeled, because I am awkward, okay? Because I'm weird and awkward, and they always come true. Oh my God. I mean, if you could see me at that time, I am elated. I am so happy. I am swimming in the stream and the ocean and the joint. I'm floating through that happiness that never ends. I mean, to those guys, to my goons, okay, I hail you guys for real, to those sisterhood of the traveling pants. Not like they're just sisters, as you got guys. Oh my God, those guys are the biggest vibe. I feel like the guys are the craziest vibes, I have this group of persons that I don't have to think about, okay? But sometimes, I have to think about it because me, myself, I am weird. This is the reason why I think about it. I am... I don't want to give myself so much, attributes and then make it look like, okay, this person is just some whatsoever, ha, okay? I don't want to do that. But the thing is, I imagine myself sometimes, because sometimes, yes, I mean, nothing is wrong. I am not unhappy. I'm not sad. I'm not angry. I'm not having a bad day. But the call just comes true, and I don't know. Nothing. I'm actually happy to see the call, but... then I don't think it's weird. We're not going to talk about that. Move on. So with that question, I think for you guys too, I mean, you could ponder and check it out. I don't know if it works out for you. Do you always rehearse what to say before you make a call, or as you're doing it, are you trying to pick up I think it works well when it's about business, or it's something that is formal and serious and work-like, or something when I need something so bad. I know I have to rehearse it because I don't know. I don't have to. I don't want to make any mistake. But what I've also found out is that every time I rehearse stuff, every time I prepare to rehearse stuff, I always do the terribly worse. Every time I have to think about this stuff and rehearse it and say, this is what I'm going to say, I always just F it up. I F it up completely. I do. And that is why I try to be so I realize that I'm actually better at being spontaneous, because when I prepare something, when I put up something together, I don't do well. But when I'm just saying it at the top of my head, at the roof of my head, sometimes it's uncensored, it's stupid, it's weird, it's creepy, it's awkward, it's what the hell, it's funny, it's okay, this person, what the hell, all this stuff. But it's always a vibe, and it's something I can always laugh about and be jolly and make merry after the whole cause. And that comes the fourth question. You guys still remember the first one, right? When is the right time for every action? And the second goes, who are the people you are listening to? Okay. And then the third, which is the last one I just talked about, before a call, do you rehearse the stuff? Are you doing some rehearsal? Okay, are you trying to practice your lines and all that? Or maybe I'm thinking for the guys, you could be practicing your line. Okay, maybe you're trying to woo this girl and it's the first time you're calling. I mean, you're trying to be gingered, right? Yes. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking for guys, hell yeah. You have to rehearse it, right? Maybe not rehearse it, but you have to, pinch it and think about it and try to make a very better ball to it, right? Of course. I mean, you have to paint a better picture that works out. Yes, you do. I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing you do. Okay, on to the next one. So, down this particular question is important, okay? It's crucial. The question is, here goes, what does friendship mean to you? What friendship means to you? This is another question. Yep. I don't think about this often or every time, but I know this is important to me when I am dealing with whatsoever that is interactive or conversational or relationship with anybody that is other than a relative. What does friendship mean to me? Okay, this question, of course, different people, I feel like this question is important now and all the time, because mostly you hear about almost every time someone is betraying a friend or lying against a friend or doing something against his or her friends. And then I get to that point, I think about this stuff. Not that I think actually get in over my head with it, because sometimes when this stuff are too negative or whatever, I tend to avoid it because I am an overthinker and I don't like to ponder or stay on this stuff, because then I'll have to start filing, which is just going to be crazy and probably have my head blown out, okay? But what does friendship means to you? To me, friendship is there. The way I see it is, we're friends, you're my friend. If it's time to cry, we are gonna cry together. And if it's time to be happy, we are gonna be happy together. Okay, there is no time someone is crying or you are crying and I'm smiling. That doesn't even happen. Even though it's a pretend smile, okay? Even though it's a pretend cry, I am going to just fit myself in that particular mood and emotion at that time. That's me. That's what it means for me. I mean, if we are happy, and maybe I have something going on in my life right now that is not so happy or not so jolly, oh, please, F that. I am not going to be on that. I am going to be in this moment, okay? Because I'm naturally someone who, I don't even want to be thinking about the hard stuff and harsh stuff. So why am I going to be doing that? Why am I going to have to deal with my own stuff when someone is having a freaking fun day? I'm not, okay? And why I also bring this stuff now, because sometimes past there was this particular let's say post or something that was on social media, on the internet, at the time when someone wrote, if I think it was a lady or something, a girl or something, she wrote, she posted and she said, if you are a married woman, you don't have anything to do with single people. And I'm thinking in my head, okay, I get it, yes, because maybe, yeah, you guys now have different priorities. I understand that. Yeah, because the interaction will be a little bit one-sided, or will be a little bit judgmental for people who don't actually understand what friendship is. Because I feel like friendship modifies it. It's not about you, okay? Once you talk about friendship, once you talk about a relationship with someone, with a friend, it is not about you. I feel like the status quo, yes, is very defined, but it's not about you. It's not about what this person can give you. Of course, you as a married person should be chilling with married people, okay? I mean, I'm not saying you come chill with me, because, I mean, I am definitely not going to have the same vibe or the same priorities or the same stuff to give you, which is what you, I mean, our statements and discussions might not actually vibe. But for me personally, I'm a very empathetic person. I can always fit myself and imagine myself in that particular shoes, because I'm an overthinker and I like to imagine stuff. I told you, man, guys, I mean, I live in fantasy and fiction. I always imagine stuff. I have seen way too many movies. I read way too many books it's not hard for me to just imagine, oh, okay, this is me. Oh, maybe this is me and I have a baby. I trust me, sometimes I've already mapped out every conversations, every details, every way I'm going to torment or torture or try my child. Yes, I've thought about it. I have definitely gone through that thought process, okay? Don't judge. But I do. And I have. But in that context, I'm like, yeah, so many things are happening right now. You hear the bad stories. We're never hearing the good ones at all. It's as if social media doesn't bring up the good ones at all. They're always keeping those ones behind. We never hear the good ones. It's always the bad things about where a friend did this and did that. And I get that context. I mean, if you're married, what do you do with a single person? Because your priorities are not the same. Your goals in life are not the same. Where you want to be are not the same. But what if this person is still important? Let's say, for example, you still have to be in business, or you still have to have a formal interaction or relationship with this person. Are you not going to have it just because of their marital status? Duh. Are you not going to be in this stuff just because this person is divorced or married or single? For me, in my opinion, it doesn't quite kind of fit. But I get it, because I feel most times single people have done quite a lot. They have actually done quite a lot, which is so stupid and foolish, because I feel like understand and respect the fact that friendship comes with so much responsibilities, okay? For you to be friends with someone, it means a great deal for you to say. I know now in this era, the way you introduce people are friends. I mean, I do that all the time. And even though he's an acquaintance or somebody, I know people say no lies, calling people what they are. But how the hell am I going to say this is person I just met yesterday? I just feel it's rude. I don't know. I'm always thinking about the social etiquette and all that, or the social cues and stuff. I'm just always thinking about it. So I'm not thinking I'm going to be the one who is going to meet someone fresh and new, and then I have to be in a puddle of group of friends, and then I'm gonna have to say, hi, meet my newest how am I gonna put it, acquaintance? Oh my god. Yeah, maybe it wouldn't sound weird if the person understands, or for whatever reason, but I would want to do that. I would advise people to do that, but it is easy to say than do, right? And in that category, I fit right in. It is easy for me to say, just do that, but it is quite a little bit hard for me to be in that part, because, hey, hi guys, this is my friend, that. And this is my friend that. It just softens the blow, it just makes the person relax. I feel like, it just opens the person up. It just opens the person to the social group, because the person will feel like, okay, I'm a friend. So a friend of a friend is, the mutual friend. Everybody now gets it. Everybody now comes together. But then in that context of if you're married and all that, yeah, because of what single people do. But and then I'm like, that person is not really a friend, because I feel like with just like the saying, with so much power comes so much responsibility, right? I don't know. I can actually recall how that saying has been said or voiced or verbally expressed right now. But I feel like, why would you, if you actually say this person is a friend, is a relationship you want to cater on, even though you guys are not going to be in that relationship, even though you guys are not going to talk in 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, but that, hey, we're cool, right? This is my man, this is your man. You shouldn't be tapping. Come on, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work for the narrative. It just doesn't work on how it should properly be. Okay, friendship should mean a lot than people just doing crazy stuff to themselves. Out of the window. and then goes to the last question. Okay, this is a little bit for people who are in intimate relationship, sexual relationship with their partners. And then it goes, you have a partner. Are you sharing everything or nope? I mean, are you the person who's literally going to share every tit and tat that has happened in your life, that is happening in your life, that's about to happen in your life? Are you the person? I believe that in this particular question, I fall short. I fall very behind, because I want to share every detail. I want to tell them everything, but I'm not just that person. Not because I don't trust them or I don't feel like they will get it or they're gonna judge me. No, not because of all that, okay? All that is thrown out of the window. It's not because of that. It's just because of the fact that, I don't know, it's been way so long. I have, right from a child, I've always kept to myself. I've always been my own. And, while growing, I had brothers, and so I was a girl. So, of course, there are things I have to keep to myself and not really tell everybody. I've always been a lone striker. I'm that person that knows people. I know a lot of people. Magoons me. I know a lot of people. But when it comes to do, I'm always on my own. I'm that person that will just be reserved and keep to myself. So I feel like in this question, will I share everything? I would love to. I would want to. I would imagine myself doing that. But it might be hard. It might be hard in my case. But still, not mentioning. I believe it should. I believe maybe it's something that should happen. You should share everything, right? But I feel like, okay, in a heterosexual relationship, okay, it might not be happening, right? Because I actually have this friend of mine that they always, why am I laughing? This is not something I'm supposed to be laughing about. God, come on. I laugh at all things all the time. Okay. Each time let's say they want to do something outside, they break up, I wish I'm not laughing, but it's funny to me. When they want to have extracurricular activities, they break up. These two persons are lunatics. I know them. I know the guy and I know the girl. They're pals of mine, for real. They do. They do the whole separation tactics. Oh, we're no longer together. And then they go play their fun. I'm not even kidding you right now. I know if they hear this, they'll be like, damn, you said that? But it's so true. They go and they do their stuff and then they make up. And then they make up when they come together. So I'm thinking in their case, of course they're not sharing everything. Are you kidding me? Because how are they going to tell? How is the guy going to tell the girl, okay, I want to see this person, but I can't do it because we have promised ourselves that we are going to be... Oh my God, okay. I promise ourselves to be... It's crazy. It's funny. We promise to be together, so, not have any other person. But then they have to do it. I'm sure they're not sharing that to themselves. That is not something they're sharing. So if you have a partner, are you sharing everything? But you guys could literally tell me, because I want to hear the feedback, okay? I want to know what's up. I want to know what you're going to be thinking. If you have a partner, are you sharing it? I want to know. Are you sharing everything? For the guys, okay, dudes, are you really doing that? I'm imagining that stuff is not happening. Okay, it's not happening. Just like the newly released Young and Famous Africa, whereby, oh my God, I was so disappointed. That's the truth. When I watched this part, I was so disappointed. It's not because I am trying to judge, but damn, that must be way too disrespectful. Oh my God. Icon Two-Face, he said, this is the way every man does. Every man could like a girl and then go and do their stuff. I understand this might be true, or I understand that this is true. I don't know. I'm not a guy. I don't know. Okay? I understand that this is true, but the fact that you actually have to say it in a date with your wife, okay? This is not just your babe. It would be so embarrassing and disappointing and disrespectful if it's just a fiance. I mean, even though it's your girl, okay? How are you saying that? That is so, oh my God. Oh my God, I will cry. Oh my God, I would fall into the hole. I would disappear. Don't put me in that. Oh my God, God forbid. God forbid. Like, I forbid it for me and all my friends. I forbid such disrespect for me and all the people I know. I forbid. I mean, I'm actually happy that Annie had to marry him, so no other person would. Okay, it's not funny, but I'm just like, oh, thank God she married him and no other woman have to go through this stuff. Because what the hell? How could you say something like that? How could you even imagine to say it's a reality TV, okay? We know you're trying to be real and all that, but sometimes I just feel like that dude. Come on, dude. He's not even like thinking about this stuff. Doesn't even, I mean, I watched the first season and trust me, I am his fan. I loved his music. I love his music. But I always say, for myself personally, I always say that the artist is different from his art, okay? The musician is different from his music. So the personal life this person lives is always different. So when I say I love his music, but his person, no. It doesn't cut it for me. It just doesn't cut it for me. His person, I don't like it. I just feel like the lady, I mean, I watched the first season and I was like, oh my God. I think I disliked him more and more after watching the first season. I'm like, this lady is just in pain, and it's as if he is not even listening. It's as if he's not even getting the whole communication tactics after the first season, and then seeing a clip of the second season, which is supposed to drop tomorrow or next tomorrow here in Nigeria for us. I am extra disappointed. Dude, this dude is setting a pace for people to feel this is how love is meant to be. And the fact that he has daughters, okay, I'm not here to judge, but in that case, it brings me to saying, are you sharing everything with your partner? Because imagine that is what he's doing. I mean, he's doing that stuff. That is the reason why he's saying that. I mean, some people could say, try to defend it and say, no, maybe he's just speaking of general terms. Okay, I get it, general terms. But what the hell are you talking about general terms right in front of your missus? Right in front of your madam? What's up? They don't teach you. Like, don't you get? Don't you know that they're etiquette? Don't you understand social cues? Who are you now? Who the hell are you, dude? Didn't you get that little education that you should understand that there are things to say in front? Oh my God, it didn't work. That particular scene, it just gave me another reason to say the artist is different from his act. the music is different from the person who makes it. Because if you start to dive and go into their personal lives, you will have reasons. You will see reasons enough to say, oh, fuck that. Oh, F that. I don't want to do that anymore. And for me, in my opinion, this is the idea of now that everyone is like, oh, put up a face, tell us something about yourself. We want to know who you are, other than from your art, other than from what you do. I don't support that. I don't. I'm like, no. Because if you actually get to know the intricacies, the things that these people do, the way they live their lives, the things they believe in and they don't believe in, the things that works for them, the way they talk and act and walk and eat and interact and socialize, you see reasons to feel like, oof. And the fact that I actually one time met Faze and he got my bail. Right from then, I've been telling my friends and anyone who guessed, listen, I'm Team Faze. I don't know what happened with the Plantation Boys. I'm Team Faze. I don't care whose part I am taking with what I have experienced, okay? But that is it. Are you sharing with your partner everything? Are you gonna tell them every gossip? I mean, for we girls, for we boo-boos, when there comes a time that you actually tell your girlfriends those inner jokes, those inner kakus, things and ordeals that happened. Are you going to share it with them that you told your friends that? No, come on, you're not. I don't know if it's just me or just my thinking, but I feel like you're not doing that, right? You don't have to do that. I don't know, but I think it's healthy. It's very healthy for people in relationships to actually share their minds and share their goals. Of course, you have to share your goals. I mean, I 100% take that. You have to share your goals. You have to share what you believe in, what you think is right, what you think is going to work and all that. I mean, I know there are different types of intimacy. There's intellectual intimacy, there's a shared meaning intimacy, there's a recreational intimacies. There's different types of intimacies. People feel, oh no, intimacy is just, people just doing that. No, you can be intimate on different levels. But all I know is, in my opinion, there are things you're not going to share with your partner. So on that note, for the last question, are you sharing everything with your partner? Are you doing that? You have a partner. Are you sharing everything or no? In my opinion, I think no. Because there'll always be that reserved 30% or reserved 40% or 50%, or I just hope it's not so much. I hope it's not the same 50-50, because that would be weird, right? I mean, that would definitely not be a healthy relationship, okay? But to that last question, you got a partner, you sharing everything? Nope. My opinion is I don't know what your opinions are. So these are the questions that always comes to my head. These are the questions that I think of. I think of it. First, which is, when is the right time for every action? Secondly, who are the people you're listening to? Thirdly, the one I care about. Before a call, do you rehearse what you say and why? And fourthly, what does friendship mean to you? On different levels, it means commitment. And then the last, you have a partner. Are you sharing everything or no? There's 5 questions reels in my head. It's not the most of it, it's not all of it, but these are the ones I resonate with, I go with, I imagine, and I feel it's paramount for our livelihoods as humans and all that. So that said, you gotta tell me, right? Don't forget to tell me more, baby. Please tell me. Tell me more and share with me on our social media handles. You could pod Facebook, or you could pod Instagram, or you could pod. Share with me and tell me what you think. What are these 5 questions? Does it get to you? Does it resonate with you? Is this one of the questions you also think about, or is there more? Tell me. I want to know. Okay. Well, before that, you know what to do. You know what to do. You have to definitely always know that yays, lovers, and glasses of wine. Honey, then just count this stuff, okay? Don't count it, because it will limit you. It will give you that mindset that is going to pull you back a little. We don't want people who are going to be limited, right? No, we don't want that. So while you are doing that, have a fun blast and know that I'ma be back in a short little while. That said, take care of you. Mwah!